Bottom part of my head.
Bottom part of your head. Oh, we're live again.
Hello, welcome back.
They're not back yet.
Welcome back. They'll be back soon.
Okay.
All
do
right,
you want to
let's
draw?
start. Yes, I will draw.
Okay.
Shubang, fire away. It's one of yours.
Oh, of course it's one of mine. What wouldn't it be? Loyal hasn't joined us yet.
It's okay. They can catch up.
But Loyal hasn't joined us yet.
What if they don't show up and have to watch it later? Are we gonna wait like half an hour?
He's not gonna watch it later.
Well, let's just continue. Oh, someone's watching. It's fine. So you continue.
Okay. So this one's one of mine.
What is
This is
no one can read that. Slol.
Slol.
You were reading it backwards though. Saul. No, it'd be Saul, not Slol.
Saul. That person from the Bible that people like to not quote.
Whatever. Continue.
I don't know enough about the Bible. Okay. Loss. So,
Ooh!
Chris!
Hi, Chris.
He's not here right now.
Well, hello. For when he does come, he can watch back and say that I said hello first.
Oh!
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, damn.
You know it.
Okay. I thought I said hi first. Okay, we get distracted a lot. Welcome to ADD.
Yes.
Sorry, Snickers.
Welcome
Sorry,
back.
Jay. Okay.
Now
so loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loss.
Welcome. Okay. Back to the show. Sorry. Okay.
Back to the show where we talk about loss. Today's topic.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, something I don't like about myself. So, I lost my mom over a year now. No, over a year ago. And I've been having a lot of issues with it, partially because it's my mom and she's not here. And partially because, quite frankly, I didn't handle it great as we were going through everything. Background, I have PTSD and it surrounds my mom. And there were definitely times as she was passing away that it triggered me and I wasn't sure what to do. And I didn't really always want to be there. So there's a lot there. And also the fact that I haven't been there for almost 2 years. And I've missed almost 2 years of her life. And then when I got her back, I was terrified and for a good long chunk didn't really want to talk to her even. Oh gosh, like you should have seen me when my dad first was like, oh yeah, and you should talk to mom. And I was like, I don't know. She's kind of abroad. And he's like, you have Skype. And I was like, I don't know about that. That was an interesting time. Just being generally petrified to face her. And kind of also the way that I handle my loss. Yesterday, I spent most of the day, quite frankly, in a ball on my bed. So yesterday was Canada Day, and
I would have come and dragged you out to fireworks.
I didn't want that. Canada Day 2 years ago was when I found out my mom had cancer. And my friends dragged me out to fireworks, and all have a shared profile picture that I used to have on there too until it got too hard and I got rid of it. And it doesn't even have me on that profile. It's just them. They went up on a tree and I was like, I have knee issues. Click, click. I'll take pictures. And then posted it as my profile pic. And they were like, oh, this is cool. And also posted it as their profile pic. Which they still have to this day, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You should see it. Same pic, all of them. It's really confusing in group chats. Like, don't even get me on that. And so here's the thing. I spent most of the day in a ball and hating myself and hating Canada Day and hating everything around me. And then my dad also asked me to go out with them, and I was like, I have to do my midterm stuff, which I didn't actually finish. I was not doing well. So that's something I definitely don't like about myself, the way I handle loss. Or like how I still sometimes talk as if she's alive. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, my mom does this all the time. Like does as if she's still here. So that's a bit of an issue. Yeah. Things I don't like about myself. But the good thing about loss is I'm more prepped for death.
More prepared
for future deaths. Yeah, in my life. No, I'm probably not.
Well, at least you know how you handle grief and loss.
Yeah.
So you can try to like have better resources around you.
Oh gosh, I was terrible back like when my grandpa died. I remember I told you about like how I basically collapsed in the shower crying. Yeah. I don't deal with death very well.
I don't think anyone does. Well, maybe, but generally most people. But like some people are worse off than others.
And loss has definitely triggered some more disturbing things.
Take care of yourself.
Kenny never joined back.
We'll forgive him. We'll forgive him. I'll force him to watch it later. I'll sit him down. You're watching this.
You don't have to, Kenny. Don't worry. I'll hold him back.
Let me at him. Okay. As your comic relief.
I didn't have a positive thing.
Oh, make a positive thing. Hurry up.
About dealing with loss.
Okay.
Except for that, I'm more good to deal with it later. You're distracting me. Okay. Other things.
Every time, I swear, I just open my
It's
phone.
just Paige's face on your phone, and it's adorable because she's looking at you, and it's cute. Why is she not here?
Hurry up and talk about your positive way of dealing with loss.
Helpful. I have no clue. Positive things about dealing with loss. It does show you that people are gonna be there even when you don't think they will. I remember when you actually came to the Shiva, I was like, there's no way. Like, there is no way anyone's coming.
You didn't think I was gonna come?
It just seemed so out of the way. I don't know. And like there were several days and I was like, no one's gonna come. Like there were definitely a lot of people that I almost didn't tell either. I didn't tell Eileen or Sarah because I straight up just didn't think they would show. Which of course they did. And that was like, oh, you're here. Yes, my mom passed away, by the way. And they're like, okay, why were we not notified? I'm like, I don't know how you found out. That was awkward. Yeah. Or like during the Yartide when you and Bethany came. Yeah, I didn't think you guys would come at all. I was like, it's all the way in Hamilton, and it's basically just a Jewish traditional thing. But you came.
Of course I came.
So it teaches me that people can definitely be there. So. And to ask and actually communicate. Oops.
Yes, communication is what everyone says you need for good relationships with anyone. Contrary to popular belief, communication is what does it.
There's two. Was that one also mine?
Yes, it doesn't really matter which one you chose.
Uh.
I tried to shuffle them before, but can't. I'm not gonna say anything. Fact. Taff.
Taff. So I am Taff. So I'm fat. And my issue with this isn't so much the fact that I am fat. That one's good actually. It's the way my upbringing has revolved around that. So quite a few times when I was little, my mom would put me on diets, and I would basically be told to check my weight like twice a day, 3 times a day. It got a bit obsessive. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
And that was mostly my mom just dealing with her own eating issues, and dragging it to me and to my brother. Like, my older brother was like, yeah, he was chubby. She put him through a fat camp. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then people wonder why he has issues. Honestly, the diet he puts himself on right now.
He got like.
He has like the strictest freaking diet ever, and I'm like, okay. So it's just like the way that I am now. I've come to accept the fact I'm fat. First of all, like, it's not an issue. In fact, it helps me. Here's a big old positive. It helps me because I have friends with partners that are a bit over jealous of like everyone around them. Oops. But I can still hang out with them and hug all my friends equally, except for the ones who don't like hugs. That's the most depressing thing. When I have friends and they're like, "Oh, I don't like hugs," and I'm like, "I can't hug you now."
Like, let me love you.
Aggressive love. But it's just like, I can't hug you now. But it is actually a thing where like partners get jealous. But I get to escape all that because I am fat and ugly, and I just get to like, do not hurt of me.
I will fight you.
It's true though.
It is true. I will fight you.
So I don't even get seen as an issue. People are just like, "Oh yeah, it's just Karen." And I'm like, I get to have all the friends. Friends. Okay. No, but my issue with it is that sometimes it does lead to not great behavior, such as, well, I'm already fat, so what does it matter if I eat an entire block of cheese?
Oh my god.
So not always good. Oops. And nothing but cheese, but that's all I have. Re-looping into the money issue. I've definitely made a block of cheese last 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, I can just eat a block of cheese for 3 days. This is fine. Positive things about being fat.
You get to eat an entire block of cheese a day.
In 3 days. I made it in 3 days.
Okay, I thought you said you ate an entire block of cheese in one for 3 days. Like one a day for 3 days.
No, I don't have that kind of money for cheese.
True.
Please. Cheese money. I don't have that kind of money.
I know.
I picked one of theirs.
I
Okay,
did.
we're gonna skip to you.
I did. So this one, controversial warning. if you don't like controversial subjects, go away. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Stay and listen.
Stay and listen as she runs.
Yes, about Christians who hate on LGBT people.
He's gonna go on.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, all right, we're leaving now. Show's over. Karen's already like, that's it.
I'm getting more water.
They're getting water. Okay. Well, this is a frustrating thing, especially having grown up in the church, and like being raised to think that like these people are like they're crazy, they're evil, they're like they're like living in sin and like a mistake. It's not how God intended, all of this stuff. And I find that so frustrating because like God made everyone. And God is a loving God. So it doesn't compute that a loving God would then be like hate on people and go and like have rallies against them. Like you don't see people rallying like against straight people. God hates straights. Like you don't see that. Like you don't have like people telling their kids to like be careful because there's a heterosexual couple over there.
Oh man.
Oh no.
They'll turn you straight.
Beware. I don't want you hanging around with those people. They are going against God. Like you don't hear that. So why do you hear that with like we're all human, and just because different people have like experienced life differently, like we're all unique. There's nothing wrong with having our each unique experiences. Yeah, so that's a frustrating thing.
Plus, his girlfriend is adorable. So, yeah. I don't understand how anyone could be against that.
Yeah, we are super cute. But I guess
how it makes you stronger.
How it makes me stronger.
Christians who hate on
LGBT people.
Well, LGBTQ, but
yeah, LGBTQ
I'm in the
plus. I'm in the plus.
Q for queer.
Yeah, I am queer.
Mm-hmm.
Queer and wonderful. It makes me stronger because it helps. Like I get to stand up for these human rights, and like be an activist for just be like support people like me and myself.
It definitely wasn't always like that. So
it definitely wasn't. I was very close-minded because I used to like just not question anything
when I was
and just
so
follow exactly like what I was told because I was under the impression that like I would be this horrendous person if I questioned anything. So I'm glad I'm not like that
when
anymore.
Your grandma like mentioned the one thing about like your cousin or whatever, and I just kind of like freaked out and had to go downstairs. Yeah. You're like, you don't understand. Like as a Christian, you can't support. And I was like,
I was very uneducated. But it's like when you're brought up to only hear and believe one thing and you're not shown any other side of things. Like you're being told like everything is like this fundamental belief. Yeah. It's hard to break out of that, and like you don't get the opposite side to make your own like understanding on something. Mm-hmm. You're just like, well, this is what I was told, so I guess this is how the world is. Yeah, so it's taught me a lot that like anything that's about hurting or hating other people is not a good thing. It's not something you should support. Yeah. And you should fight for people and to protect them, and so that everyone has equal rights. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next one's mine. This one's. I'm really glad all of a sudden that Loyal's not on here. So I don't like accepting help very often, and even worse, I don't like asking for help.
Can confirm.
I'm sorry. So for example, I should have asked my dad for help yesterday, and I refused to. That's a thing. It's fine. I can make it. Sort of, maybe. I will sort of make it. I will sort of maybe make it. I don't like asking for help. And I know there's no harm in asking for help. In fact, I love when people ask me for help, and I love helping people. And I hate when people won't let me help them. Freaking loyal.
But
then I
you
myself can't accept help, which is a bit of an issue. Even worse than I can't ask for help when I need it, because it makes me feel like a burden. Yes, you do have more water. I wonder where that came from.
I thought you were just filling up yours. I had no idea you had filled up mine. I was like, I suddenly have water now.
Okay. Yeah. Water break. Yeah. Okay. Well, then watch. That's fine. Okay.
You just 2 seconds ago, you're like, I'm so glad he's not here. And then you're like, where is he?
I'm sorry. But he didn't come much, and he said he was. He's probably in the friggin' shower still.
Okay, well, we're not here to talk about people showering.
There's no arm in it. Okay. Anyways. So other than that note, yeah, so that's something I'm not super happy about myself doing. Oops. But on a positive note, I am generally more independent. I told him you were live. Oh no!
He totally might be watching this.
Oh no!
We'll hurry up before he gets on.
Okay, yeah.
Finish.
Okay.
Like, speed run.
Speed run. So basically, positive thing about not asking for help. It makes me slightly more independent. I've definitely learned a lot from my time getting kicked out. Yeah, because I didn't have help.
Hey now.
You were not there. Freaking second year? Oh,
well, yeah. Because that's a different story. We're not going to talk about that.
Well, first year I survived by like the scholarships. That was fine.
Yes. And I was there first year and a little bit of my second year. Well, not your second year, my second year.
Your second year.
Yeah.
You were there
which was your first year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My second year when I was living with Sarah and Eileen was a lot more issues. Plus I made really stupid ass decisions. Oh, so many board games. And tea, most of my tea collection started that time. Okay, stupid money decisions. But I came onto a lot of issues and I couldn't ask for help and I didn't want to ask for help when I needed it. So I learned to make do, which is a skill that I can still do now. I can still use now. Wow, yes. I can't even speak. That's okay. We made it through this before Loyal came. If he comes. Okay. I don't think he's coming.
Or he can watch it later.
Shush. Yeah.
Oh, it's on mine. Karma. Anyways.
Karma.
People who are judgmental. People who are judgmental definitely frustrate me. I don't know what else to say.
People who are judgmental.
Yes. People who are judgmental are very frustrating. Are very frustrating to deal with because they just have a negative outlook on life and on other people. And it's like because you're like love other people and they don't apparently, and I'm kind of just like, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
I think that's a high thing. Or maybe it's high five. Anyways.
Yeah. But how this makes me a better person is I know what I don't like in other people, so I try not to do that myself. And I try to not be judgmental about other people, but like learn about them and about their different experience. Yeah, and not be hurtful to other people. Like I don't like seeing others do to me and to others around them because it's just not nice.
Don't do unto others what
you don't want done to yourself.
Yeah. I know the way to say it in Hebrew, but not in English. Yeah. It's so bad. All right. Oh.
Out of curiosity, I just want to look to see if any of mine are left. Because I'm like, if they're all yours, we can just stack them. Just hand you cards.
Oh gosh.
It's fine. Okay, we'll start talking. Or
Yeah.
no, that's yours.
Sorry. Roommate downstairs. Okay. Clingy. Okay.
Okay.
Clingy. Yeah. That's something I don't like about myself. When I get really, really anxious about people, I get really, really clingy. Like, really clingy. Like you saw me with Karen. I was just like, I get really clingy. That makes me anxious because something's happening. You have one.
I do have one.
Then I go back in there.
Oh my gosh.
It's
only
back
one.
in there.
It's only one.
I don't
That's
care.
not even shuffling them.
I know it doesn't work. Okay. See, that's shuffling them.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm taking it all out.
Well, okay.
Okay, well.
So
gosh.
don't like being clingy at all. Is there a positive to being clingy?
You know what you want and you hold on to it.
I gave him a channel. Wow.
Well, you're not paying attention.
Food. Okay, fine.
Well, continue.
Okay. This is fine. Okay. So, positives to being clingy. Like,
You know what you want and you hold on to it.
I know what I want. I want my friends safe.
Yes.
I don't know. Jay, help!
Or positives to realizing you're clingy.
Positives to realizing I'm clingy. I don't clingy.
But you can. Now that you know, you can try to let things go a little bit more that are out of your control.
Well, I'm certainly not gonna let my friends kill themselves. For sure.
I know. Well, that's in your control, though. I mean, you like to a certain extent, you can do.
That is not in my control.
I know, but like to a certain extent, you can. There's things you can do to help, and try to protect them. But I'm just saying, like in general, when there's nothing you can do,
I will find a way.
No. I mean, you can
I
try to
will
find a way, but
find a way.
You also need to know when is a good time to let go and relax. I know you might not like it, but it's good for your mental health to let go of things sometimes, or get other people involved. Don't try to bear everything by yourself.
I'm not good at asking for help. Oh, there's a second person.
It's
shit.
fine.
That better be.
You're on YouTube. Anyone can watch this. Okay. You're like, there's another person. Whoa. Taking this advice, you could take advice if you want. If you can find any helpful advice,
Guys' advice, probably. I'm giving terrible advice.
If it's good advice, you can take it. If not, maybe you'd say like, this is what you're not supposed to say.
Sky's advice is good. I just don't like to take it.
It's Lyle. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome aboard.
How are you, Lyle? Okay.
Next, did we finish this one? Okay.
Oh. Okay. Oh no, you're coming just in time to hear all the things.
Oops. You know what we should have done? We should have had a timer for each question. Well, in retrospect, hindsight's 2020.
Not like this is part 3, and we probably should have a part 4.
Okay, well, continue.
Okay. Ta-da. You're
annoying.
You know this one.
I was just reading it, okay? They can't read backwards. They can't read backwards.
I said and you're like annoying. Okay, so.
I'm horrible.
Oh! Okay. Very good. Distracted. Stop it! Sky! Okay.
Okay.
I dragged him back in. Okay. So, annoying. I have a lot of things to say about this, but I'm going to make this as quick as possible because we're back to being on the 30-minute line.
Yeah, we should do part 4.
Okay.
I suggested like putting it off until another day, but
No, we're not
Oh, you're
putting
like,
this off for
oh.
another day.
all or
No.
nothing.
You do everything at once.
Okay, then go.
Sorry. Yes. It's fine.
Okay. I can pick out mine one, and well, like I can frustratedly write more things.
Go for it.
Okay.
We're
I'm
doing a
gonna go.
part 4 anyways.
All right.
They're here.
I know. I need my pen though.
I have a
I
pen.
want my pen. My pen is lovely and black and wonderful.
My pen isn't good enough.
No, I need my pen. See, look at it. It's fun colored. Nah, you can't. It's like it's like pattern. Okay, it's fun. I like it. You just continue talking, okay? I'm gonna
Okay.
find other things to be frustrated about.
He came just in time to see us do ridiculous things. This is fine. Not
It
like
is
this
fine.
is the entirety of this.
Later we should like. Okay, this. No, go on. No.
Later we should.
Never mind.
Okay. So things I don't like. Being annoying. So I'm very conscious of this. Especially when I get super duper anxious and I go at things and I kind of get on people's nerves. But turning this around to be positive, the people who can handle it are still friends with me. So I know who are good friends. Yes, right, more frustration, Sky. So yeah. Okay, we should probably do a part 4.
Probably.
Okay. So I'm gonna end the stream and start part 4. Why are we doing this in parts? Okay, you keep writing. You keep writing. Okay, so I will see you in like a couple seconds because Sky's not gonna convince me to do this another day. We're doing this now, especially because Loyal just joined. Okay, so couple seconds. Okay, I'll be right back. It's awkward.